Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, everyone? So, we are live again. Back like I never left. Last stream we had, we had some, we had some good conversations last stream. One guy that was, Minyu, he was studying and watching the stream at the same time, and then we had, why is the lighting like this? And then we had, Xev, who, talked a lot about his eyesight problem. So yeah, that was interesting. It was a fun stream. So yeah, hopefully today it will be just as good. That's what I hope, at least, or even better. Because yesterday we didn't really gain any followers. Had some nice chats, but yeah, no followers that we gained over the course of the stream. But yeah, hopefully we can get that today. So yeah, welcome. Whether you're lurking or chatting, I appreciate you being in the stream right now. So today's stream, actually like every other stream, I'm just looking to have some fun, joke around, but also talk about real stuff. That's what the stream is about. We talk about real stuff over here. Mental health, personal growth, other life things that people are going through. So nothing too heavy, you know. It's not like a big therapist session, but an honest session, you know. I like honesty over here, and yeah, I'm always doing anything and everything in my power to be as honest as possible with you guys. So hopefully you guys can give me that in return. But yeah, so far it's always been nice. It's always been very welcoming. So yeah. So first and foremost, how's everyone doing today? Because we're nearly finished with the second week of streaming. So I'm just curious, how's everyone doing today? How have you been during the week? Anything that you've run into? And whilst you're at it, give me a quick 1 to 10 mood rating. You know, how you're feeling right now. Just drop a quick 1 through 10 in the chat. Let me know what the number is. What are you thinking of? Let me know. I think my mood rating is what can I say? I think an 8. I'm feeling good physically. I'm feeling good mentally. I'm not over the moon or whatever, but yeah, feeling good. I'm in a good mood to stream. I want to talk to you guys. I want to be here for everyone that needs it. So yeah, right now I'm in a good mood. I'm doing well. I'm just, you know, trying to figure shit out for the business. There was some issues with the payments or something this morning, so I had to figure that out. And so I was in contact with Google, and yeah, I'm setting up a social media plan right now. So I'm making a lot of you know, scripts for videos for YouTube and TikTok. I'm seeing if I can find some software so I can clip things from the stream, and yeah, just trying to sort everything out. To be honest, that's just what I'm keeping myself busy with at the moment. So yeah, a lot of things to work on, but it's exciting, man. It's exciting, definitely. So if you're tuning in right now, like I just said, let me know how you're doing today. Give me a quick 1 through 10 mood rating. And also let me know where you're watching from as well. I'm always curious where my watchers are from. So let's just slowly ease into it. So let's talk about being overwhelmed a little bit, right? Because I feel like a lot of people nowadays are overwhelmed lately, and I don't know if that's just me, but a lot of people are feeling stressed, are overthinking, are doing a lot of procrastinating, and it's just like, you know, no one's really, it seems like everyone's scared to go after their goals and do the stuff that they really want to do in life. And you know, it's just sad to see. It's actually sad to see, because you should be going after your goals, right? You have goals for a reason, so why not go after it? But I think it's the stress and the pressure of the everyday life that's keeping people from doing it. And yeah, it's just people get so drained by their day-to-day things, and their energy is just so drained all the time that it's, you know, you don't have the mental and physical energy anymore to go after what you want, right? So so then you have to start looking into what's making your days better, and that's always in the very small things, right? So yeah, you have to be grateful with every small thing that you can get. So just a nice walk around the park, that's making you relaxed. You know, a nice cup of tea that you had in the sun, a good conversation with someone. It can be anything that's just very small that can, you know, that can make your day better. So yeah, and I think that's what's bothering a lot of people nowadays. So yeah, I think that's what's keeping people from actually going after their goals right now, to be honest. Because I had the same thing. I had this exact same thing. I was just feeling drained. I couldn't really be asked. I was like, you know, it's just, you know, it's just a bit draining. Feel me? Like, it's just, what in the hell is going on with my internet page right now? There you go. So yeah, I don't know how you guys are feeling about it. What's keeping you from going after your dreams right now? What is actually holding you back? Is it the draining feeling that I just talked about of your like day-to-day on a day-to-day basis, or is it, you know, is it something else? Is it the stress from school, the stress from work that's keeping you away from chasing your dreams? Let me know in the chat, because I'm actually curious how people see this, right? Meanwhile, I'm just quickly logging in. There you go. But yeah, that's how I feel like anyway. So let me know what's been draining you, and you know, what's something small that are making your days better, at least. So yeah, let's talk about something real for a second now. I mean, that was already kind of real in my opinion, but mental health I think is one of the things that everyone deals with, but rarely anyone talks about, right? So Well, not properly anyway. So there's a lot of talking points that can be talked about, like burnout or feeling stuck or comparisons on like social media. Compare yourself to all these influencers that have the perfect life. It's all bullshit, you know. So people keep comparing themselves to it, and then you have also the final point, the pressure to have it all figured out. You see these people online who have like crazy businesses and making insane amounts of money, and then you have us, the normal day-to-day people who are trying to figure out what they want in life. And yeah, there comes a certain pressure with it to have it all figured out at a young age. But people that study don't have it figured out. Someone that wants to be a doctor, yes, he knows that he wants to be a doctor, but his life is a mess because he has to study until he's like 30, because that's how long the studies take to become a doctor. You have to study for so long. So you might say, yes, he has it figured out, he knows what he wants, but before his life is actually on track and he's making his money, he has his own home, he has plenty of money to put food on the table, that's when I would say someone has it figured out, right? That's my definition of having it figured out. But something that I have been realizing is that you don't actually need to have it all figured out. It's complete bullshit. Why do we have to? Why is it necessary for us to have it all figured out? Why can't we just freewheel a little bit, see where life takes us, right? Most people are just guessing and hoping it works, and that's fine. But as long as you commit to it, then guessing is perfectly fine. You don't have to, always have everything planned out step by step and do all this crazy shit. I don't have to. You can just free will, you can just do what you like, figure out what you want to do, and yeah. So let me know, do you feel like you're where you should be in your life? Or are you still kind of freewheeling, kind of not knowing where to go, just doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that? And be honest. Just be completely honest with yourself and with me. There's no pressure to share major details, but just let me know. Do you feel like you're where you're supposed to be in life, where you should be in your life? Because a lot of people say that, I'm where I'm supposed to be, but then when you continue asking about what their goals are and what they're doing right now, it's most of the time it's not even close. It is not even close. And also, if you do have it all figured out, let me know in the chat too, because this is not just about who hasn't got it figured out. It's also about sharing if you do have it figured out, because that takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of determination. So yeah, if you do have it figured out, please let me know. It's always welcome to share a bit of information. But I think we're getting a little bit deep right now, so I don't want to become a therapy session just yet, right? Yeah, if someone would be in the chat right now and talking to me, then it could have turned into a therapy session, but yeah, it hasn't yet. So yeah, let's switch it up a little bit. What's one of the most unpopular opinions in life or about anything that you guys know. What's one of the most unpopular opinions? And here's mine. Waking up early is overrated. I think it is overrated. It really just depends how long you can keep your focus during the day. And you don't have to wake up extremely early. It is so unnecessary to wake up extremely early. It's just pointless. It's actually pointless. So yeah, drop your most controversial or harmless opinion in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Maybe. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but I've put a nice filter over my camera, so now the colors are more crisp and clearer. So I really like it. I really like it, to be honest. So let me know if anyone has seen it so far, and yeah, let me know what you're thinking on it. Because I like it. The colors are very crisp. They jump out more, so yeah, it's nice. All right, but now let's go back to something useful, right? The fake grind, as everyone says it. The fake grind, the grind 24/7 advice. And that's supposed to be, self-improvement. Is bullshit. You don't have to be grinding 24/7. You need small habits that turn into big motivation, and you need to know the difference about discipline and motivation, and being kind to yourself while still improving. And those three things are your recipe towards having a disciplined but balanced life, motivation is unreliable. So yeah, discipline is it can be boring sometimes, and it can be hard to stay disciplined, but it works. If you're gonna wait until your motivation is there, then 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna get your work done. It's all about discipline, and discipline is built through small habits. What's up, LSD? How you doing, bro? How's the holiday going for you, bro? You're good. Well, that's good to hear. Hey, how's your discipline? Because I was just talking about some discipline. How's your discipline? And do you know the difference between discipline and motivation? Because yeah, I was just saying, there's a big difference between discipline and motivation. You know the motivation discipline thing. Yeah, bro, big difference. So when you want to do something, right, and you want to get some shit done that you really wanna do or get done, do you wait until you're motivated to do it, or do you do it because of your discipline? Which one of the two is? And be honest. Your discipline is okay. Okay. So give me an everyday example then. Why did you say that? Why is your discipline okay? Every day I wake up around the same time. That's discipline. Definitely. Also when you have days off. Do not um take a little bit of a longer sleep when you have a day off. Do you actually get up early as well when you have time anyway? Because that's when the real discipline comes in. Yo, Maori Meteor, if I say that correctly, welcome to the stream. Seen you lurking a little bit. Hopefully you're having a great day. Just having a quick conversation about discipline and motivation. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about LSD, about discipline and motivation. So let me know between 1 through 10, right? What would you rate your own discipline? What would you rate your discipline? If you want to get shit done, you just get it done. What would you rate your own discipline? Sometimes when I'm very tired from last night, it can be that I sleep an hour more, but most of the time I wake up some. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Yeah, sounds like in terms of like your sleep schedule, yeah, your disciplined life then, bro. Fair enough. That's good shit though, because then your body stays in this rhythm as well, right? I've noticed that if you get the same amount of hours of sleep every single night, you don't have to go to bed at the exact same time, but as long as the hours that you sleep are the same, your body feels so much better compared to when your sleeping schedule is all over the place. It feels so much better to have like a good sleeping pattern. So I always make sure I have around 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's just when my energy feels the highest, and it's good for your body to recover as well. The most optimal time for your body to recover is like 8 hours. 8 hours a night. That's the best. Depends on the type. Mine's a bit weird since I get obsessive about stuff. Can be good. Fair enough. So what's the things you get obsessive about then? That's also a good point. You can be disciplined, but you don't really want to get obsessive. Depends how bad it gets, of course. But if you're kind of obsessive over a thing you want to get done, then it can be fine. But if it's costing you a lot of other stuff, then yeah, obsession is not the way to go, of course. So what's the thing you can get obsessed about? Don't need so much sleep, and I can't really fall asleep by myself. Really? So what's the average amount of sleep that you're getting then? Like a night. What's the average amount of hours? Tried to speedrun my physio, gave myself a heart attack last. Damn. What, actually a heart attack? Like a full on heart attack? Damn, that's crazy, bro. Just trying to build. What, are you in hospital right now as we're speaking? 6-7 hours a night. Yeah, that's 7 hours is okay, but 6, yeah, that's already getting to like the low side of your hours, bro. Don't get too tired now. Nah, I got out last Monday, boring as hell in there, bro. Bro, I'm glad to hear that you're finally out. So how are you doing right now then? Is everything stable? Things are going a bit better again, or is it just is it still hard? But no, LSD, you need to get off the Minecraft that you've been playing every single day, bro. You need some sleep. Little bit annoyed, tried to rebuild my leg after getting it squished and ended up worse off. Yeah, that sounds tough. That sounds tough. That's why rebuilding can be the most tedious thing ever. It can be so fucking annoying. Sorry for swearing, but it can just be so annoying. And then you get to a point where things are finally getting better, and then boom, another thing just comes in your way. But yeah, I don't have to tell you that if you just had a heart attack, you probably know everything about it. So how did you even more annoying the more you have to do it. Facts. If you have to start over and over and over again. But that means you have a strong you have a strong mind if you're still going, you know? So, you know, respect to you, much respect. Because if you have to start, you know, doing it over and over and over again, it gets tedious. Even now with your heart attack, even your conditioning, all your muscles, you have to start rebuilding it back up. So yeah, props to you, man. That takes a lot out of someone. If I wouldn't take medicaments for sleep, I would only sleep. Damn, so why is it so hard for you to fall asleep then? Does your brain just like not turn off? Is that what's going on? But yeah, I know what you're talking about, Maori. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been through it myself. You know, having to rebuild yourself back up over and over again. It's hard. It's hard. You get a lot out of it, but if you keep getting taken down, then yeah, it can be very challenging. Even maybe even more mentally than physically. It doesn't produce melatonin to actually send me asleep till 4 a.m. Damn. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that you have meds for it then, bro, because otherwise you would barely be sleeping. That wouldn't be good. So yeah, good thing that you have the meds for it. So Maori, what's like the plans now in terms of like your recovery? Have you spoken to anyone about that, or are you just, you know, forced to relax at home now? Now I have to wait till May until I can do anything. Till May? Is that how long the recovery is for a heart attack? I mean, I can imagine because it takes a lot out of your body, but still, till May is crazy. That is so long. What? So, how are you getting through your days now? Just a bit of like stream watching, gaming, any other hobbies, or for a Widowmaker or Stemmy as they've renamed it? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, how are you getting through your days now then? Because that's a big switch. Hey LSD, how's the Minecraft going, bro? Because I've seen you on there on Discord. I have seen you on there. Lol, right now I'm sneaking work in, doing story work instead of Unity. Not supposed to be, but if I don't, I'll go nuts. Yeah, bro, I understand. You have to do something, right? Otherwise you just go absolutely insane. So what do you mean with story work? Story work instead of Unity. Explain that to me a little bit, bro, because some aspects of the English language are not for me yet. When it comes to like work and all of that, all of those terms. Minecraft is going good. Some guys and me are building a mafia to take over the server. We're just casually taking over servers in Minecraft. Well, you're moving like the Peaky Blinders, yeah? Is that what you're doing? Hey, you better be the leader. You better be that Tommy fucking Shelby, you know. But it's good that you're having fun, though. You need to get through the holidays somehow, right, LSD? Hey, LSD, you've seen the stream before. Do you think it's better with the filter on? Now that I put a filter on, the colors are way better, right? It looks like more crispy and cinematic, right? Let me know. Maybe you've not even seen that there's a filter over it now. But now getting through days when you're working on recovery and shit like that is tedious. I work in a gaming company. Oh, nice. We had a couple projects on the go from a book series we got the copyright from, and I'm adapting parts of the stories in Quest since I'm not allowed actually back at work. Damn, that is sick. That is a sick job. Holy shit. You probably can't tell anything about it, but yeah. That is sick. Hey, but that's kind of chilled work though, right? Surely you're allowed to do a little bit of work on that. You know, be doing bits of pieces of the storyline and the quest. That is actually sick. I've never met someone that does that. That's actually insane. That's nice. So does your work know that you're not allowed for another month as well, or are they just like, yeah, just feel like whatever you're doing and just keep it a secret? It's okay, it pays the bills, and it's something it took ages for me to get into. Yeah, I can imagine that's kind of a niche. I'm not even allowed back in the doors until I get the okay. I worked a deal with my boss to shift me into the narrative team. Though since it's all just mental. Fair enough, bro. Well, big shout out to your boss for making that deal with you then. Because, yeah, then he probably, you know, he feels you on like the mental side and you wanting to do a bit more. So that's a nice boss that you have. That's very kind of him. So how are you doing mentally now then, bro? Because that's work from home means full pay instead of 80% when I'm off on medical. Oh, yeah, you got blessed on multiple different sides. Good shit. Yeah, that's a good deal then. You need to become a full-on businessman. But yeah, like I said, mentally, how have you been now though, bro? Because that's a big blow that you just got. Pause. Can imagine that it rattles you a little bit, right? Been a bit of a shock, but I'm used to those. Used to shocks. Well, first of all, good to hear that you're somewhat alright. That's good to hear. But why use the shocks? If you want to share anything about it anyway. It's a free channel, so if you want to share, feel free. If not, that's completely fine. But I'm always curious what people go through, you know? So cause yeah, I know what it's like to get really big mental hits. It's not nice. Are you getting any help for it? By any chance? Like in terms of like therapy or whatever you are able to get. You're the right hand of the boss. Hey, that's good enough, bro. So you're, what's his name again? You're Arthur. Yeah, you're Arthur. That's what you are. That's good though. Right. Yeah. Have you even seen Peaky Blinders LSD? I assume that you have them, right? If you know who Arthur is. You must have seen it. You haven't seen it? Oh, you need to watch it, bro. You're missing out. You are missing out. You have to watch Peaky Blinders, bro. It's one of the best shows ever. In my opinion, anyway. But who am I? But no, it's very good. You have to watch it, actually. I'm pretty sure I got cursed with an interesting... Got legs remodeled as a kid. Changed careers like 4 times now. Had a kid real early to a not great person. Then there's also living. You're from New Zealand? That's sick. Then got ran over a few years back and finally had this heart stuff, and I finally got physio for the leg. Damn. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does sound like you're kind of cursed with an interesting life. Sounds like your legs have just been cursed. Yeah, it has been a life. So how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking? You must be like mid-20s or something. That's what it sounds like anyway. Mid-20s, late 20s, something like that. Maybe I'm just guessing that completely wrong. See, but Maori knows. Peaky Blinders, great show. LSD, listen to Maori. Listen to him. 38? Oh, shit. Well, early happy birthday. Early happy birthday. But yeah, you're not even halfway through your life then, bro. It can still get better for you. Definitely, no doubt. Hey, and how can we know there's sunshine without having a bit of rain sometimes, right? As they say it. I know it might sound a bit cheesy, but it's true. It's true. But yeah, no, it does sound like you've had an impact and in a very complicated life. So yeah, sorry to hear that, but at least you're able to. It has its upsides as well, because you're probably mentally very strong. You know what. You've learned how to appreciate the small things in life, which a lot of people are nowhere near knowing what the small things of life even are and how to appreciate them. So, there's upsides to it, I guess. So I survived so far. Experienced enough to know rebuilding can and will happen. Of course, yeah. It will take time. And then it's time to start living instead of surviving, And that's gonna be a very hard but big switch. The living instead of surviving. It's one of the hardest switches that someone's gonna have to make. But hopefully you get the chance to experience that. It's not gonna be easy, and it hasn't been easy so far, but yeah. Yeah, big difference between surviving and living, man. Everyone, and a lot of people that are not even surviving, they're just existing. Big difference between living, existing, and surviving. Going from typing out commands to examining story beats and how to. Yep. Yes, sir. That must be a big switch as well. Definitely. So what type of games are you working on then, bro? What's the genre of games? Bless me. Thank you. 2 right now, a roguelike airship game, and our company's big Hello Games one. Okay. Sick, bro. That is sick. You into gaming yourself as well then? Or just the development? Or are you like a big gamer yourself too? I still remember being super pissed when my stepdad threw out my mom's old Atari console. Yeah, you're like one of those OG gamers, right? That's good though. Back in the day, the games were way better than how they are right now. Yeah, old school, yeah. Bro, I wish I was around back in the day, you know. All those games sound... When you hear people talk about the old games like that, it just sounds so much better. Because right now, you know, with like the whole Call of Duty and... Bro, it's just getting worse and worse by the year. They just don't know how to make a fun game anymore. And cheap. Yeah, cheap, bro. Nowadays, it's not even funny to buy games anymore, bro. For a normal PS5 game, we're paying fucking 70, 75 euros. I don't know how many dollars that is or whatever, but I think around like $75, I would say. But yeah, bro, it's nuts. It's not everyone can even buy games anymore. Back in the day, only not even that long ago, on like the PS4, games were like 40 euros. And it's just nearly doubled in a couple of years. So I don't even want to know how cheap they were back in the day. All of them are important mechanics from the Unity store and makes it harder to get your scene when you're competing with multi-billion-dollar companies. Yeah, fair enough, bro. Yeah. Yeah, to be a small game developer, it's pretty much impossible. You either need to have a very good marketing strategy, or you just have to be extremely skilled in what you're doing. It's gonna have to be one of the two. But I think one of the best games I've ever played is Elden Ring, and that only came out 4 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago that was. Maybe even longer already. But yeah, Elden Ring, just the way it looks and the lore and everything, it was just such a sick game, and it was hard as fuck. Actually, one of the most challenging games I've ever played in my life. Investments, that's the thing that kills yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, that's the world we live in right now, bro. That's the world we live in. If you have money, you have power, you have control over everything. Love the lore of that game. The gameplay reminded me of the ones I played as a kid. Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, shit. I remember the first playthrough. I think it took me like 70 hours to learn the game and then actually get my first playthrough done. So yeah, it took me a while. And then the DLC at the final fight, I just gave up. I never finished the DLC. It was just too hard. I still regret not finishing it though, but yeah. Yeah, bro, the final fight against against Radan. That final fucking fight, I just couldn't do it. And then when I see people do it in YouTube videos, I'm just like, oh, that looks kind of easy. And then you try it yourself, and it's just you're just panicking. You're just running around like a headless chicken. But beat Melania though. I'm already very proud of that. Because at some point I didn't think I was ever gonna beat her. Whilst I was actually trying to beat her, I was like, yeah, tuck it. Let's just not even. But yeah, Maori, if you ever wanna, talk to anyone else or to me more often besides the streams, I have Discord server. So if you're interested, just type !Discord and you can join that. And of course, if you wanna drop into the streams more often, just give a quick follow. And yeah, because I'm loving this conversation right now. So I would love for you to show up more often. I was real happy when that game came out, mostly for the fact that it let people realize it's not a bad thing for a game to be hard. Bro, exactly. And especially when, people like Kaisenet and other streamers actually started playing them as well. The game even, grew, but even more. Because, it's just a very hard game. But more and more, and that's the same thing that's happening to Rocket League right now. When Jinxie started playing Rocket League, so many people started playing Rocket League because it's just a mechanically challenging game. And people only start trying when their favorite streamer starts trying, and they're just like, oh, let me give that a try too. People don't appreciate how it changed the landscape of what was possible. Yeah, bro. Facts. Facts. I saw a video about like you hate Discord. Why? What's going on? What's happening? Is it not working? It's like they're purposely trying to make it hard. I got the age verification glitch. There's a glitch about that? Fucking hell. I didn't even know that was a thing. I've never heard anyone about it. Well, I don't think I have to ask if you tried re-downloading the app or whatever. You've probably done that plenty of times. But nah, yeah. As I was saying, what was I saying again? Yeah, I saw a video about them making a real-time Elden Ring movie. I was like, oh, if they make a good movie of Elden Ring, that's gonna be sick. It's pretty much ask you to re-verify over and over. I've talked to their team so many times now. Oh, that's... Yeah, live action. That's what I mean. Yeah, my bad. I said real time. Yeah, I mean live action. Yeah, live action Elden Ring movie. I saw it's in development, but I'm not sure yet. And then of course you have the new Lord of the Rings movie coming out as well, and the Lord of the Rings game that's apparently in development. There's some interesting things coming up, but fuck knows if it's all true and if they're gonna fuck it up or not. You just never know. The game, the Lord of the Rings game, they said was in. Let me look it up for you. Lord of the Rings. I think it was an RPG. Yeah, the game. It's said to be a third-person action RPG designed to be competing with Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, it might be Warhorse. I don't know. Who's the... Yeah, there you go. Oh, it says here, but I don't know if it's true. It's Crystal Dynamics, known for the Tomb Raider games. So, no clue if that's true, but... Bro, I've just seen a few videos on TikTok, and that's about it. I don't know if it's true. I just see it suddenly on my For You page, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll see when the official trailer comes out, because people just use footage from the most random games and then call it a new game. And even sometimes they use scenes from the movies, and I'm just like, bro, that's literally in the movie. How are you gonna put this in a game trailer? So, yeah, no clue. But I don't really game that much anymore. I used to be a big gamer, but right now everything is just kind of boring me. Warhorse Studios making a one, but that's one of a few I've heard about. Only know one was in the development for sure. Well, maybe it is Warhorse. Like I said, I have no fucking clue. And it's not officially confirmed anyway, so I shouldn't believe what Google says. I believe you more than... Because you're in the space, so I believe you more than what Google says, to be honest. Nothing that's hitting my interest, bro. Every game... Normally I would be a big, Call of Duty gamer. I used to play NBA 2K a lot. Those were kind of my two main games, but it's just not... They're just getting boring, and I don't know. It's just not hitting the same way as it used to be. Just like Call of Duty, you can't. I used to be like top of the leaderboards always on Call of Duty, and now it's just so full of sweats every single game, because of course they had the skill-based matchmaking, and now they say they've reduced it, but the whole maps are just not my way of playing, You just need like the OG 3-lane maps, the left lane, the middle lane, the right lane, and that's just how every map works. It's so simple, but it just looks like they're making it way too complicated for themselves. Oh, Apex! Yeah! Yes! Apex? I mean, Apex is still one of the games that I can actually go back to and have fun. It's the only game that I play every once in a while now, and I'm like, okay, that was actually fun to play again. Yeah, true. Yeah, every game is getting just too mechanical. Simple as that. You can't be extremely good at a game anymore without having the most crazy mechanics. And that's the same with Rocket League. Everyone's just showing off mechanics, doing some crazy shit, and you can't really just have fun. You have to actually learn the crazy shit to be able to compete a little bit at a higher level. That's what's making it, less fun right now. Yeah, yeah. Then they bring out a patch, and then everything has suddenly changed again. And that is the only upside about Rocket League. That game has been consistently the same for years. It's just, but that's mostly because it's a simple concept anyway. But people are just finding new shit to do. It's not like they bring out like new updates and then the whole game changes. No, people are just getting better, finding new shit to do, and that's why there are new mechanics coming out. But it's not like they're changing the game that much that the style of play changes. So that's the only upside about Rocket League to me. They've done a very good job with just keeping it simple and letting the game just be the game. Part of the reason why I joined, they were talking about solid mechanics with interesting twist with little expansion outside the OG scope of the project, as I know. Yeah. It's way more fun to just have normal solid mechanics without anything crazy, and you can just relax and play that game and get good at the base of the game, and that's it. No crazy stuff, no having to put in hours and hours and hours of practice to get good at one specific thing that you're gonna use 10 times in a game. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean, bro. But that's why I don't get it though, because, you know, with Call of Duty right now, for example, they're losing, well, a shit ton of their player base just because they're making it too complicated. And I was like, are you not seeing what's happening? That's why I never get why they're doing it. I'm like, you know, you're seeing that you're losing players, you see the criticism online, and yet you're still not changing anything. Yeah, we've reduced the skill-based matchmaking a little bit. So what? Take it away completely. Make the 3-lane maps again. Keep it simple. Why does it have to be so complicated? Too many unconnected people at the top always screw it up. Yeah. Yep. There's way too many influences from, you know, all around the company. It's better if it's just a small, very specialized team, and then, you know, that's when it runs the best. Just a couple of extraordinary minds making the game. That's just the best way. It's actually the best way. DayZ, what, is DayZ a good game? I've never played it. It's okay, but the vision from where it started kind of got stunned, then turned around. Okay. Yeah, I've seen footage of it, but I've never actually played it. And I don't know any of my friends that played it too, so I have no experience with that game whatsoever. Originally, they wanted it to be a Project Zomboid type game. Then they expanded their staff to a few hundred. And then they just changed everything. Yeah. And that's when it shows that simple and less is more. These gaming companies are just getting way too big. They don't even know what to do with their money anymore, and then they just try to make some complicated shit. Wait, DayZ plays like a COD now? Is it that bad? That's insane. What? It's nothing like what they originally wanted, but investment means direction change. Yeah. I mean, that's always what you see when, companies take over other companies, or when you, just anything. Let's say someone would take over a restaurant, right? And the whole restaurant changes, and it just fucks everything up. That's why if I would see something that's working and I would invest in it, I would not change it. Because why did you decide to invest it in the first place? Because it was working, right? So why the fuck are we changing it? It's just a waste of your investment at that point. To be honest, the multiplayer 3D Project Zomboid game would have been massive if they followed through. They went from a 5-star bistro to... Yeah, it does sound pretty cool if you have like a multiplayer zombie game. That would actually be sick. That would compare to, that would actually be competition to a lot of other games if they actually make a proper one like that. We're supposed to be able to pick any house, board it up, build fences, and defend from Z-hordes. That would be actually so cool. That would be so sick. Yeah, they just screwed it up royally. They actually did. If that was the original plan with that game, then yeah, they actually royally fucked it up. Hey Maori, do you reckon I'm gonna hit that follower goal by the end of the month? I'm very curious, bro. I got 21 days left and I need 12 followers. I haven't got a follower this week. Ooh, but I need it. I need it. I want to get that affiliate status, man. Hey Maori. Yeah, now I need 11. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for that follow. Much appreciated. 14. We're on 56% now. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. We getting there. Hey, Xev, is that you that I see in the stream from yesterday? What's going on, broski? But nah, Maori, I appreciate that, bro. Hey, Maori, do you have like a big Maori tattoo as well? Or is it just your name? Or do you have actually like a big Maori sleeve or whatever? No, I got a partial Tomoko on my right arm. I haven't got my family history. One of my left. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, because that's all like the family history and like meanings behind everything as well. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what a Tomoko is though. Let me look that up. Ta Moko tattoo. Traditional. Oh shit! On your right arm. Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, that looks sick. Not doing the full face one like my big brother either. I'm keeping mine to my. Hey, yeah, bro. As I was scrolling through Google right now, I saw people with like full face tats, and I was like, damn. That's sick though. I love the culture over there, bro. I really want to go to like New Zealand, and yeah, it's just sick. Yeah, you know, back in the day, when I was like, I don't know, maybe like 18, 19, I was kind of looking into getting one of those Maori sleeves, but then I was like, it's such a cultural thing, and I was like, yeah, I can think that it's looking very well, but if I'm not from there, it's just kind of like it just doesn't fit, right? So that's why I decided not to go for it. But yeah, it's sick. It's actually sick. Generally, you just have to get a proper tattooist who knows the parents to get your family history done. Bro, there's a tattoo artist. I think like not even that far away from me. It's like a 40-minute drive, and he's specialized in those tattoos. It's your family history in your left arm, personal history in your right. Yeah. I knew that. That's also actually sick that they do it like that. Let me actually. You were in the hospital twice in it. What, today or yesterday? Was it today, Chev? Well, today. Well, fucking hell, bro. Hopefully you're doing okay. Well, was it for your eyes, yeah? Yeah, I got 3 migraines and yeah. Damn. Oh, you just had to do a check if everything was okay. Fair enough, bro. So how did that turn out then? Look, this is what the guy does, Maury. It's all the shit that he does. He's just specialized in these kind of tattoos. His name is literally Jim Ori. And he does Maori tattoos. But he's got sleeves and his whole body is tattooed. Got exposed to light way too much. Damn, that sucks, bro. Yeah, having to go to the hospital twice once a day is already fucked up, but twice in a day, yeah, that just sucks. Someone from Wellington? Wait, what are you talking about? What, did I miss something? I am so confused right now. I'm showing tattoos and then you say someone from Wellington. Huh? Yeah, that confused the living fuck out of me just now. Hey, 6 viewers, you know. Hey, everyone that's just tuned in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. The Oris, they're from... Really? Oh, shit. So he's actually from... Oh, okay. Wait, let me actually... Maybe I can find where he comes from. And your friend actually lives close to there. That's insane. It says his father is Greg Ori. But I don't know. It doesn't say where he What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's actually a coincidence. What the hell, man? Insane. Yeah, he has a shop. He has a tattoo shop like 40 minutes away from me. I wish my eyes has the receptors responsible for daylight vision and regulating light intake, which there's like 2 parts, either non-functional or entirely absent. Yeah, that's just so fucking unlucky, bro. I really wish you had that too, bro. But it sucks. Having it is one thing, but having to go to the hospital a lot for it sucks even more. Can't lie, that just sucks. Makes me wonder if you can get the closed glasses for reducing light. I don't know. I don't know what he's able to get and what he's not, and what's even working. Because I talked about him about you know, for gaming, right? Because you have like gaming glasses and whatnot. But he says that doesn't even work for him. It's just pointless. He needs like his special contact lenses, and then that's about it. So it's actually kind of fucked. Yeah, it's bad for him, bro. It's really bad for him. We all have something, I guess, right? But yeah. But yeah, you would know out of everyone. We all have something. But yeah, quick question to you guys. Ask me literally anything, right? I'm an open book. So if it can be serious, it can be random, it can be whatever the fuck you guys want. Feel free to just fire away. I'm curious what you guys can come up with. It's it's like highly painful, often described as intense burning, stinging, or aching deep within the eyes. And if you wonder how painful it is, like 80 out of 100, where 100 is unbearable. Yeah, that does not sound like fun. Well, and that's what it constantly is. That pain is constantly like that. The 80 out of the 100. Do you still play sports? If so, which ones do you play? I go to the gym, but that doesn't really, gymming is gymming. It's not really a sport. But the other sport that I have played pretty much my whole life and still play is basketball. Basketball. That's just, I don't know, it's just addicting to me, man. I fucking love it. I got the final game of the season this Saturday. Final game, so hopefully we can end the season off well with a quick W. That would be nice. Users, there are a heap of teams. No, I mean, sometimes we have to travel pretty far. Right now, I'm not playing the highest of divisions, but if you play just a little bit higher, it's like 2-hour drives, 1.5, 2-hour drives minimum for away games. It's so fucked. It's not a very popular sport in my country, so because I'm from the Netherlands, so yeah, it's not a very popular sport. When I get exposed to light is as painful as getting severe debilitating cramps. That's insane. What, so you're just sitting in a completely blacked out room? That's nuts. How did you find my stream again, Doksev? Because you didn't follow yesterday, I think, right? Because otherwise I would have gotten a notification. So you just randomly came by again. That's actually sick. I was surprised to see your name. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna see this guy again. But you dropped by again. I appreciate that, bro. That is much appreciated. Damn, it's already been 1 hour and 25 minutes, This stream, the time has gone very fast in this stream. No, I'm not gonna buy viewers. Every time this fucking... Streambook just keeps advertising in my streams, man. I don't want it. I do not want it. Strange thinking of basketball as a winter-spring thing. I knew there weren't a lot of players there, but it's the season thing that sticks out to me. Bro, it's so weird. You start off at like end of the summer-ish, and then there's like 1 or 2 weeks winter break in between. It's kind of this, it's nearly the same as the football season, because the football season I think starts, it ends a bit later and it starts a bit later, I think, but it's pretty much the same. It's weird. Well, football, I mean soccer, but I don't know how you say it in New Zealand. But yeah, it's just weird, man. But of course, it is an inside sport, so you can pretty much do it whenever you want. But yeah, it's weird to me too. When you think of basketball, you think of like good weather. That's what it is for me anyway, because people always do it outside a lot, and you know. But now this season, I've had a game cancelled because there was a snowstorm, and the away team couldn't even come to our club. So then the game got cancelled. So I think in all the years I've never really had that. We have cancellation from heat, but I think aren't the climates like switched as well in New Zealand compared to here? In terms of like the what's it called? Not the climates. The seasons. Wow. How easy can it be? Yeah, because the summer for you is from December till February, right? And then the winter is June till August. And it's literally the complete opposite for us. So that's why it's always kind of like weird for you. Entire house uses dimmer lights, bro. I can imagine. Otherwise, it would be just a big torture room for you. Won't get exposed to lights best. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, it's a good thing that you're making it bearable for yourself, at least. Pretty much the opposite. We only just started getting dark at normal times of night instead of. Yeah. Wait, so what time actually is it for you right now then? Because I know about the time zones compared to like America from here, but I have no clue what time it would be in New Zealand. It's late as almost 2. It is 2 a.m. for you? What the fuck? Bro, it's 4 in the afternoon for me. So that's... Damn. That's insane. That's sick. I'm sorry for keeping you up this long, bro. My bad. I appreciate the company, though. My sleep schedule got all messed up in hospital. It's all good. At least now I have people other than sleeping around. Yeah, I mean, I'll be here. Pretty much every day during the week. I'm always trying to stream, you know, well, it's early afternoon for you, for me, I mean, but then it will be like late at night for you. But yeah, and sometimes I stream evening times as well for me in like an hour or 4 at like 8 o'clock for me. But yeah, normally I'm streaming around this time. I'm trying to make it like a kind of like a schedule. Up until nearly an hour ago, I was trying to come up with a way to organize my new work, so I'm pretty sure I end up. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'm personally a night person, so I don't really mind staying up late, but I know that it's not that good for me, so but I don't mind it. I actually come alive at night, to be honest. I really like being awake when everyone else is asleep for some weird reason. I don't know why. Oh, that's a genetic thing? Really? Damn, I should ask my parents about it then, if they have that too. Because they're always in bed pretty early. But yeah, I'll ask them. I like my mom, she's the exact same, and my kids near impossible to get to sleep before. Fucking hell. Wait, how old is your kid? Yeah, that's on the edge of not being a kid anymore. Yeah, you're right. Well, I think I'm sorry to say, but I think I was kind of the same. I would always just be up until like 12 or 1, just on my phone doing shit in my bed. I would not feel tired at all. As long as she's asleep before 3 a.m., she's still doing better than I did at her age. Fair enough. Oh, you were, yeah? Hey, at least you're honest. At least you're honest, bro. I was the kid that disappeared in the middle of the night and came back in the morning to get my uniform right after school. Fucking hell. Just sneak out the house, yeah? Why am I yawning so much? Fucking hell. But no, that's crazy though. I've never done that, you know. I've never really sneaked out the house. I've never done it. Of course, I've lied about where I was going, but I've never sneaked out the house. I was just shooting targets with my dad, and I have very good aim. Oh, you do, yeah? Hey, if there's ever a war coming up, I'm gonna ask you to be my best soldier then, bro. And I don't know where the times are going, so that might be very soon. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll shoot you a quick message on Discord. Then we can just link up, and we'll build like a big base on one of the mountains near you, and then we'll just we'll just camp that base, and then you can just snipe everyone that comes towards us, right? Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. I'm always wondering if when people have good aim on games, if that actually transitions to real life. I've always been curious. Yeah, yeah. I was assuming that it doesn't, but how to survive every war tutorial. Imagine actually practicing your aim in a game and then you're good at it in real life. That would be insane. But nah, it would be weird if that would actually transition over to real life. That would actually be weird. 100% working. Maybe you're just talented, bro. Maybe you're just a certified shooter. Definitely clickbaiting. I couldn't even set sights up with a 22 when my aunt took me target. Yeah, see, LSD, it's in your family, man. Hey, Maori, you might need a big sniper scope on like a normal handgun to be able to aim, bro. Just put like a massive sniper scope on that shit. Yeah, just put like a giant scope on your normal handgun. I even shot with a shotgun and I have proven my father filmed me. What, you didn't fly backwards now? Because of the kickback. You probably have a blue eye right now. Just a black eye. Just because that shotgun just shot backwards and hit you in the face. Mm-hmm. Don't lie to me now. No, I believe you, bro. I believe you. So why do you guys have guns, or was it like at a shooting range? I've never been to a range that let you shoot shotguns. They're almost all Rifle ranges there. Bro, yeah, I've never even been to a range to begin with. I've got no fucking clue. Never shot a gun in my life. Well, a paintball gun, but that's a bit doesn't really count, right? You were 8 or 9 when you first went to a range? That's insane. Yeah, hunting is a non-existing thing over here, as far as I know. No one really does it. But there's barely anything to hunt over here anyway, I think. It's not, of course, the wildlife in New Zealand and other countries are way more than here, bro. Wildlife over here is just kind of boring. Ali! What's up, Ali? How you doing, broski? Still at cast on my legs, so I'd be about that age. Here, hunting is a necessity we have to do in order to keep the population of mammals down. Is it actually? I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. Yeah, right. I think around around here, bro. If you hunt, you get fucked up because you shouldn't be killing those animals. You miss me? Hey, since when are you being so nice to me, bro? But I miss you too. I missed it. I missed the 2K. I said 2K. I mean 2K days. Sorry. Mispronunciation, man. Hey, I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes, man. Leave me alone. But now the 2K days, yeah, miss them. There's yearly cullings of boar, deer, goats, and horses. Lol, we don't hunt the horses, though. Yeah, you guys just hunt anything. It's just what it comes to. You guys just hunt anything. Fucking hell. Hey, how's the missus doing, Ali? Everything good, yeah? No, everything's still going good in the marriage, yeah? If it's warm-blooded and not a bird. Fair enough. Oh, that's good to hear, man. That is good to hear. I mean, it's right now, bro. I'm just trying to grow this streaming platform, and I'm making like scripts and schedules for YouTube and TikTok and shit as well. So I'm posting on there pretty soon. But that's just like a community I want to build, and then I got the IRL company. Well, it's all IRL, but you get what I mean. It's actually my actual company over here. And I'm doing like personal training and mental and lifestyle coaching. And then I give like courses and readings and shit on the side as well. So yeah, a lot of big things happening right now. I'm just working hard. I had my first PT session yesterday, so that was kind of exciting. So yeah, it's moving forward a little bit. It's growing a little bit. Bro, I'm still making it. Oh yeah, I'm still doing that too. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I've got like close to 200 pages written by now, I think. So it's been a lot of progression on the book, bro. Yeah, Maori, I'm writing a book about, well, somewhat about me. You know, about growing up with like bad health and what that did for me mentally, but also physically, and the challenges I ran into and how I, you know, faced those challenges and stuff like that. So I'm just writing a book about that now. But yeah, I am locked in, Ali, bro. Yeah, I got nearly 200 pages. So yeah, it's getting there, and you can see the progression in how I'm writing as well. Just you know, the quality of, if I look back now at the start of the book, where I am writing now, it's like 20 times better than when I first started writing. So it's yeah, it's fun, and it's relaxing too. Appreciate that, bro. Likewise, you know, likewise. But yeah, I'll probably send you something when it's like nearly finished, because I'm approaching the end right now, I think. But it's just, and then it's just gonna have to be working on the details and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll send you a little copy before I actually decide to finish it. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely taking my time. But then, of course, I was still in the therapy sessions, and I've got small parts about all my therapy sessions throughout my life, all of the procedures. So, and I was still in the middle of my last one when I started writing it. So, but now that's finished as well. So then I can finish that part too, and now it's just, you know, moving forward. So there's nothing really. It's just future right now. So it's nothing really more to put in the book about the past. It's more future related. So yeah, step by step, man. Definitely taking my time on it. No, that's facts. It's facts. But now, wait, I can actually pull it up so you can see it a little bit. I can actually just pull it up. Let me see. I'll just scroll through the book. Oh shit, I have to log back in. I can just scroll through it to show you how much there's already there, bro. Okay, check this out. Look at this. That's everything right there. It's a lot. 47,000 words. And it's 117 pages in Word, but Google said if you translate the pages to like an actual book page, there's of course less space for the words, so then you get around 200 pages in an actual book. So that's where I got that from. But yeah, a lot of work, man, a lot of work. But yeah, just taking my time with it. No, it doesn't feel like work at all. It doesn't feel like work at all. That counts towards pretty much everything that I'm doing right now. It's just, you know, what I like to do. Even like just the streaming and the PT sessions. It doesn't feel like work. It's just enjoyable. Yeah, I hear it, man. How do you want to change that though? Like, what? Do you have any plans for it? Hey Maury, would you say you're doing something for like your actual job, or like out of a hobby and you made your hobby your job? Let me know. I saved like a good chunk of money thinking of taking a long break. Hey, sometimes that's the best thing to do, I can't lie. I've done it, my sister has done it. Taking a break can do so much for you. It's actually insane. Trying to travel and discover more stuff that I genuinely care about. Yeah. Bro, yeah, use it, man. And as long as there's no kid, I would say enjoy that fucking money. Like, just go explore the world, bro. That's what I want to eventually start doing as well. But you know, I've taken a break without having the money, just because I actually needed the break. But now, you know, building back up, and then I'll see where it leads me, you know. But I want to travel more as well, though, bro. I just want to see the world. So yeah, I completely hear you on that. That's fair enough. Thinking just take the missus and fuck off somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. So what would be the first destination you go to then? Totally turned my hobby into a job. Originally I was a sociologist. Not a lot of opportunities in that line of work though. Fair enough then, bro. I mean, it sounds like if you're a game developer, then yeah, most of the people I think can say that that's like a hobby for them. That's good to hear though. More people should do that. Did though, big up your thing when you get that sub, I don't know. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I'll hit you up. Well, first I need to get to those 25 followers to be able to even get close to affiliate status. But yeah, work in progress, man. It's only been like nearly 2 weeks, so yeah. But I appreciate you dropping by, bro. I'll catch up with you soon. But no, Maori, good shit for turning your hobby into a job then, bro. Because I think a lot of people are jealous about that. More people should actually start doing that. I only did because I got run over and couldn't be a manager of a store anymore. Still had to earn a living. Hey, I can imagine. People always say that, bro. As soon as you have a kid, the motivation is just different. You become a different person. So yeah, I hear it. I'm curious if that will be the same for me. I think I'm gonna have to wait a couple more years. Well, I want to wait a couple more years. Let me say it like that. But still, even if you have a kid, it's still hard to get. It's still hard to make your hobby your job, regardless, or if you actually need it or not. It's still hard. I mean, I'm ready, personally, I'm ready. I would, if I would have the financials and the living situation and all of that shit, I would actually be so down to have a kid, because I would just love it, I think. But right now, there's so much more to build and to work on before I start doing it. So yeah, I'm just gonna take my time on it. So yeah, I want my kid to grow up in a stable environment, So I don't want my kid to have to see their parents struggle to put bread on the table, right? To put food on the table. So yeah, as long as that's still a problem, I'm not getting a kid. Yeah, and the kid needs to be the priority. So I wanna have my work and shit figured out so that I can actually focus on the kid too, and not just on work. And I don't want my kid to grow up in daycare. That's not what I want, bro. Because you see that a lot nowadays. Both of the parents have to work just 40 hours a week minimum, and the kid just grows up in daycare, and then he gets home, they're awake for like another hour, and then they have to go to bed again. So people only see that kid like an hour a day. It can't be good for the kid. It really can't be. And their younger years are the best time for both kid and parents. Yeah, you have to bond, bro. You have to, you know, be there for each other, do shit together, get to know each other, which might sounds weird, but it's couldn't be farther from couldn't be close to the truth. So yeah, important years. That's why they say right now, when people are going for a walk with their kid, let's say the kid is in like a buggy or whatever, and they're going for a walk, and the parents are just constantly, just scrolling on their phone, not even paying attention to the kid. That's when there's research about that now that shows that those kids have like abandonment issues and stuff like that, because there's never really proper contact between the parents and the kid. There's a lot more fears that like, oh, yeah, bro, like you have to be. I would try and do everything possible with my kid. I would buy some groceries with the kid, and go out for walks, go to the playgrounds. Bro, I would do anything. I would have my phone in my pocket, of course, but I would barely even look at it if possible. Who doesn't enjoy their kid? I don't understand people who just you know sit there and don't even enjoy the time that they're spending with their kid. I don't get it. I really don't. Well, it's a good thing. It's nice to hear that you don't get that either, bro. Cause yeah, we need some attention to those kids. So what would be one thing to anyone that's watching right now? But right now I'm only talking to Maury, so whoever is watching can answer. But what is one thing that you would really like to drastically change in your life right now, that would make you go like, okay, now it's going well for me? I think I can already guess your one, Maury, but yeah. Plus, there'll always be the last time your kid asks you to play ponies and you don't want to miss it. Yeah, that was actually a TikTok trend the other day of mothers asking their kid to hold them one more time, like if they were very little. It's actually a very wholesome trend. Those videos were actually very very nice to watch. Clone hearts? What the fuck? What do you mean? So that you can have a permanent baby or whatever? So I can get my chest fixed and can go back to trying to raise my daughter. Damn, you want to get your payback, yeah? That's funny. What in the Chinese-like music is this? Now I'm trying to think what I would change if I could. Hey, I know what kind of questions I need to ask to get people thinking, you know. Hey, we hit the 2-hour mark. Fuck yeah, now 2-hour stream, yeah? Whew. Well, Tempest, what? What? Oh, that means time flies. Fucking hell. Bro, I had to look that up instantly. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But yeah, no, it really does. It really does. When you have nice conversations with people, then yeah, the time really does fly. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But yeah, as soon as you have the answer to that question, we'll go over that, and then after that, I think I'm gonna end stream because I got some more, couple more stuff to do. Wasn't planning on streaming for this long. Yeah, you kept me busy, bro. Appreciate that, man. And I think we've had a high average amount of viewers today as well, so that's good for the affiliate status. That's nice. Hey, I saw a video actually that when you stream to like 5 people, that you're already in like the top 1% of everyone that's streaming on Twitch, and I was like, what? That's insane. And today the average I think has been like 3 or 4, so that's actually insane. So yeah, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Especially you, Maury, bro. You've been here for a minute now. Yeah, you should get some sleep. Hey, but I think I'm not quitting right now as well, because I've had streams like that too. But I think I'm not quitting right now, because back in the day I used to stream gaming, and at some point I got to like a couple hundred followers, and streaming to like 14, 15 people at once. So that's, I know it's possible. So that's why I'm just not quitting right now. I know it's possible. It's just a grind. You have to be patient. Yeah, I used to stream Rocket League, and I used to, and Call of Duty and stuff like that. But mostly the Rocket League streams were the most fun, because I would make it very like cooperative. So I would actually play with my viewers and coach them and all of that kind of shit. So it would just always be fun. It would just be so relaxed. But I should have just changed that whole profile, and I should have started streaming on that account. I just made a fresh account. The other account doesn't even exist anymore. I deleted it. The whole account is just gone. And I was like close to 400 followers, had a couple subs and all of that bullshit. But that's what happened when you don't really like gaming anymore. At some point, if you don't like gaming, then there's nothing to stream as well. Right? So yeah, it can save a lot of time, but then again, probably the whole the whole base of people that I would have from that account and from back in the day wouldn't even be interested in what I'm doing right now. So, you know, I would rather start from scratch and just build an audience of people that is actually interested in what I do. That would, that would make me happier. But yeah, Maury, see if you can join the Discord without getting that glitch. And yeah, if your recovery is struggling, or you need some distractions or whatever, just shoot me a message. And yeah, I'll be streaming and shit anyway. So it's actually probably what I change about right now. Go back to coding. Ooh, fair enough. Bro, if you can code, then... Bro, if you're actually good at coding, then... Yeah, that's a very nice skill to have. That's so wanted all over the fucking world right now. People who are actually able to code. Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that. But yeah, like I said, shoot me a message whenever you feel like you're like, I don't know, struggling a little bit, or need some distractions from your recovery right now, if the days are boring. And yeah, I appreciate you being in the stream for that long. I appreciate the follow too. And yeah, you'll get the notification when I'm back online. So take it easy. Thanks for the conversations. And yeah, I'll chat to you in a bit.